Why, hello dear viewer. Talking about Silksong is a bit of a risky game. Everything I predict or hope for could prove itself wrong as soon as the game releases. Effort put into videos is often proven useless when the whole structure of lore falls apart. That's just a disclaimer, and it really has nothing to do with this video in specific. It's just a general thing, you know. So, Pharloom again. We talked a lot about this kingdom, about a potential king, seen areas, lore, characters, travelers, and much more. But one aspect was mentioned a lot, but I did not do a video on it yet. Well, that comes now. Until further info releases, which might happen anytime. This will be my last video on Silksong, since most of the things seen I've talked about. The one big last thing remaining on my list is the cult of Pharloom, the Bell cult. The cult, or whatever you want to call it. For convenience I will just call it the cult in general. Now what is the cult, you may be asking? Well, it is very simple. It consists of character or enemy types which we have seen in the trailers of Silksong. A group with the same clothing style, the same symbols. You could now argue the case that these are just random enemies and nothing special. That would be plausible aside two specific details. 1. We find these enemies or this group in most likely lore-filled areas, possibly the Shining Citadel, and they are the group responsible for bringing Hornet to Pharloom in the first place. They are her capturers. This is of key importance for the game. The group is most likely central to Pharloom and the lore of the game, though no details are known yet. Some things about the cult can be stated. It can be found in different areas such as Greymore possibly, or the Forest of Bones I believe. Members of the cult are also seen wearing the symbol of Pharloom, which I described in my previous videos, as it is seen throughout the entirety of the kingdom. For example, in the background of the Trobio fight which we see in the reveal trailer. And one highly skilled member of the cult, perhaps a cult knight or warrior, can be found in what might seem the Shining Citadel, though that is only speculation, also at the end of the reveal trailer. What is interesting now, furthermore, is that the cult proves itself fairly simple. Its members pose no real challenge for some of Hornet's gadgets and seem to just move around the areas, walking around, you know, like old people and stuff, no offense. They don't seem to be skilled fighters themselves, though looks might be deceiving. After all, they did manage to capture our main character. Regarding this capture, the question remains, why? Why Hornet? Why capture her at all? Multiple reasons have been given by fans, speculations, and other things, and some of them do cut their mark. 1. Hornet is the daughter of the Pale King. Though more of an offspring child, this could mean that Hornet bears greater power than she assumes. She might be able to unleash greater crafts than her father, who knows. 2. Hornet and her connection to the Weavers. Fans have proposed that the cult is in dire need of weavers and has captured the Weaver clan for their own gains, for silk production or for enchantment purposes, who knows. A Weaver face is after all seen in the reveal trailer, and Hornet will come face to face with her past in the game itself, as stated in pre-release info. So if we go by all that, Hornet as a successor of Hera the Beast and the Weavers might be of importance to the Bell cult for the same reasons. Though I must ask, are the members of this cult a tad bit blind? They do seem to wear masks, but surely they wouldn't mistake Hornet for a simple Weaver, right? Sure, she has some Weaver-like features, but she is still different in design. Did she tell them? Did they somehow find out? These might be some reasons for why Hornet was captured. Then again, how could our dear cultists even know that there was another kingdom out there? Purely by travelers to their own kingdom, to Pharloom? Not to say much, but in the opening cutscene it seems they traveled for a long time. Through wasteland and desolate places, you know, all that. They must either be very desperate, or something about Hornet of Harnest is special and worth going for. Now let's get to some politics, everyone's favorite topic. I speculated in a few videos ago that Pharloom might have a king deposed by the cult or ruling with them. Maybe the king is the leader of the cult, or their deity, their god, so to speak. Since the cultists seem to be nearly everywhere in Pharloom, perhaps they are a new force? They might also be the reason for Pharloom's decline and downfall, as prophesied in Pharloom's Folly by Conductor Romano. If so, then this cult will surely be the main evil Hornet has to stand against in the game. with the Shining Citadel being the lore-specific center to Pharloom and a high point for pilgrims and religious followers alike. It is not far off to call this the cult's spiritual headquarters in a sense, and a central part to their religion. Another interesting thought is the cult's relationship with Lace. It seems Late might have sent the butterfly which caused Hornet's powers or some other powers to reawaken. With this reawakening, Hornet could willingly or unwillingly free herself from her cage and fell down with her captors, though their whereabouts are unknown, but they are most likely dead. Anyway, if this is true, then the cult and Lace might be at war, or they are rival groups or clans bidding for a power play over Pharloom. Lace is not a big fan of Hornet as it seems, but she does have an interest in keeping her away from her own goals and the cult's plans. Anyway, this was just a little thought bubble of mine. What are your theories on the cult, and what do you think they're after? Their end goal. What do you want to see on my channel next? Like and subscribe for more content of Silksong or Hornet, I don't know. Speak soon.